Welcome back to Cruisnick Sanctuary, everyone. Cruisnick X along with Arya Stormborn.
I'm dead.
Once again, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and I'm going through the final... we are going through the ranged DPS questline. Last episode, we found out that, what's her name?
What's her name?
I'm really forgetting the name of this bitch.
Minato?
No, not Minato,
Oh, the stepmother?
Yeah, the stepmother freaking was a resident of Sui no Sato, and that she's had these talking to the dead powers for God only knows how long. I can't even be bothered to remember her name, only because this is sounding like some real, like, televangelist bullcrap. And when I hear stuff like this, my brain tends to glaze over. Not my eyes, my brain. Anywhoosie, on the plus side, Yugiri got to speak to her parents, however brief that was, so I'd say it was a win-win? Question mark? Anywhoosie, let's get down to business with the next quest in the ranged DPS quest line, the Devoted Daughter. You've arrived not a moment too soon. The blasphemy has been sighted on the coast. For a mercy, there are no reported casualties as of yet. Just the man I was hoping to see. No sooner had we cast wide our net than a Confederate messenger was at our door. If you would join us, Rasho awaits our arrival at Onokoro. And I feel a teleport coming on. Or am I porting myself? Nope, porting myself. Now to remind myself how to get up here.
Why?
I could do that, or I could just run up the stairs.
Flying.
Ah, there's Rasho. Well now, that the noble Lord of Doma should come in person once again. Perhaps these blasphemies truly are a threat. Indeed they are. And I was told you and yours sighted our quarry quite recently. Aye, that we did. Near the islands of Shoal Rock. The beast appeared to be docile by all accounts, but appearances can be deceiving. If it is as you say, and this blasphemy has eyes only for former conscripts, then we have not to fear. I trust those we accepted into our care are still in yours at the Kien-Con, enjoying the finest Doman hospitality. Anyway, I know not why it came to the Ruby Sea, nor why it remains idle. But if we act quickly, there's a chance we can take it underwares. I propose we divide our forces. If you're willing to go ashore, we'll take a ship and circle about the islands. The first to find it will have the honor of the kill. Ha! A simple enough plan. Shall we be off to Shoal Rock then? Alright, I need my keyboard. Wherever it is. I'm just gonna... Nope. I thought I was just gonna fall back and land on it, but no, it was like 5 feet behind me. Going up. I'd play Chala Head Chala, but that would be copyright infringement. Alright, Ian. This is where the blasphemy was last sighted. If the fates are kind, this will all be over soon. It's not going to be.
Yeah, right. It's cute that he thinks they would be.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Dumb! Such speed! I doubt even my falcons could keep pace with it. Bah! Don't tell me that's the blasphemy flying off into the distance. I hope the ill will it bore me in life might compel the beast to stay and fight. Perhaps less of Minato remains than I thought. Minato? That monstrosity was Minato? You knew her. Her family tried to flee to Ingashi during the occupation, but a ship was raided and sunk. When we happened upon the wreckage, she was huddled between her parents and a piece of flotsam, desperate to keep warm, but they had long since grown cold. We took her to Onokoro, where we nursed her back to health. Couldn't imagine what horrors she must have witnessed. The mere sight of our weapons was enough to make her start screaming. She was certainly unfit for our trade, so we sought a village that might take her in. He thought he was that village. Several months later, I chanced to meet her on this very beach. She was in the company of a young Auri fisherman, and I knew at once she had found more than a home there. I saw them here many times after that. She found something comforting about this place, I think. According to the reports from Rajat-Han, the memories and desires of those who turn can influence their behavior as blasphemies. Then perhaps Minato's memories are what compelled the beast to come here. That would also explain its timid nature. Minato was never one for violence, and the sight of you, blade drawn, no doubt stirred what little of the woman remains in the monster. If that is the case, an assault on the Kienkon is unlikely, guarded as it is by our samurai. But how are we to fight an enemy so quick to flee at the first sign of danger? Robbed of her parents, her husband, and now her life. I'd rather we didn't have to at all. But I understand full well the risk we take by doing nothing. If you catch sight of the blasphemy again, you'll be the first to know. Perhaps next time we can put her soul to rest. Well, now we know her frequencies. Hien? There is naught to do now but bide our time. Come, let us return to the enclave. Oh, where am I going? Oh yeah, there it is. Why do I keep going the wrong way?
You're all distracted.
Alright. I'm going to stand right here. Hopefully, no one will walk through me in that time frame. Oh, good, cutscene. Given what we have learned, it seems likely that the blasphemy will return to Shoal Rock. But that knowledge will avail us not if we cannot prevent it from escaping again. Oh, great. Here we go. Great. The televangelist is back.
Don't look like Lindsey Graham. I mean, Jimmy Graham. I mean...
She's the female version of, Joel...
No, hey now.
What? Whatever. Lord Hien, on behalf of the people of Isari, we are come with a request. We welcome you with open arms and open hearts. What is it you would ask of me? Those returned to us in the prisoner exchange have been granted shelter at the Kienkan. That they yet live is an affront to the Kami's grand design, and the spirits of our loved ones suffer for it. Balance must needs be restored, and so I beseech you to render them unto the goddess Izanami. Absolutely not. 'Tis not our place to pray for the death of others, nor to draw steel to sate mere bloodlust. When I take a life, be it by command or my own hand, I do so not in service to vengeance, but to uphold my duty to Doma and her people. How did your mercy for Yotsu serve your duty? How were your people made better by the sight of her walking free? For her crimes and her cruelty, I cut her down the day we took Doma Castle. I sought to kill her, and by rights, she should have died then and there. But the Kami willed otherwise, and returned her to us alive and bereft of her memories. With no recollection of her deeds, it would have been Tsuyu who faced punishment, not Yotsu. This was my judgment, and for it, you were denied the justice you deserve. You have every right to resent me. But you come before me and ask that I sacrifice men and women whose only crime was to suffer, to be condemned to a life of servitude. If you truly believe your cause to be sacrosanct, believe yourselves fit to bear the burden and swing the sword, then step forward. Sophistry and lies! They were meant to die! The spirits demand it! Are those the words of the dead? Or the living who yet mourn? Oh, whoops! Wrong voice, and holy crap, he's back! Holy crap! Word of the Isari priestess and her gifts have spread far and wide, and I thought to see the truth of it myself. By coincidence, I crossed paths with a traveler hailing from the self-same village, who had a mind to return as well, but alas, could not. And so he bid me deliver a missive in his stead. Judging by the striking resemblance, I take it you are the young fisher, Akitsu. This is a letter for my father. He was severely wounded in battle, but expects to make a full recovery. He's alive. But that would mean... Surely a woman of your talents can divine a plausible explanation for this turn of events.
You shall pay for this contumely. My daughter will make certain of that.
Oh, I feel like that kid's about to become a blasphemy. I can just see it coming.
In the air tonight?
No. Apologies for the abrupt and otherwise unannounced arrival. As you can see, my Lord Hien, I am returned. Full glad am I for it. Thanks to your timely arrival, we have given the lie to Kisei's claims of preternatural powers.
I gather you are apprised of recent events.
Aye! It did not take long to learn of the state of affairs here in Doma, and that my assistance may be required. I had heard tales of Kisei channeling the dead, including the father of one young fisherman. Imagine my surprise when I saw this spirit in the flesh. He was also on a pilgrimage, paying respects to the departed, and we chanced to meet in a Liberation Front infirmary. Would that we were not brought back together under such circumstances, but I am glad to see you all hale and hearty.
Oh, maybe the kid won't become a blasphemy.
Tonbo, is something the matter?
I wish to apologize, Lord Hien. It was wrong of me to say the things I said. I understand nothing can bring back my father, but I was so angry,
Please, Tombo. You needn't apologize.
It's just... my brother was always so brave. But father's death was more than he could bear, and it turned him into that monster. If he wasn't brave enough, what chance do I have? We wanted to perform the rites for our father, but the body was never returned to us, so... Not that I blame you for that, Lord Hien. I understand nothing could be done.
That Akatsu's father survived is nothing short of a miracle, but I fear he is indeed the rare exception. I have offered prayers at more graves than I can count. It would be cruel to give others the false hope that their loved ones might return. And yet Kisei continues to do just that, offering comfort with her lies, attempting but ephemeral balm for wounds that have yet to heal, much like the anger some harbor for you, or resentment for the families restored while theirs remains broken. But for those like that poor boy whose hearts lack for hatred, who know only sadness and despair,
Aye, they too may turn. Exposing the truth of Kisei's deception hasn't helped matters. If we are to prevent more suffering, we must pursue a lasting solution. I would be most grateful for your counsel, Gosetsu. There is much I would learn from your pilgrimage.
That is all you require, but say the word and it shall be done. It is the least I can do for the part I played in Yotsuyu's tragedy. I failed her in the end, but I will not fail you, my lord.
Thank you again for your aid, Chris. The day's events have given me much to consider.
When our next step is decided, you will be the first to know.
Alright. Let's hope everything works out. Then again, it always does in the end. The next quest will be the level 89 quest, a singular gift. We will be doing it as... what the hey, we'll do it as Bard. But until then, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the previous episode. And click here to watch the next one. See you next time.